Well, good morning, my Instacart community. I'm so glad you're here for the next episode of What Happens in a Day. It's always so much fun. I did a video a couple of days ago on setting up a ticket for the item that scanned in, looked like, looks like, smells like, tastes like, photographed like, scans like the item, and how they complained that it was the wrong item. I'll gladly go over and get all 5 of those containers of that water and bring them back to the store because I'm sure she never, ever drank them. Just saying. But anyway, since Jen did her, what I called her alphabet soup of the CXT and the SCS and all that type of support, I am ready to, now that I've got a couple of tickets on it, to do another ticket and say, I still haven't heard. What's up? Anyway, a couple days ago, I had a really fun order. It was to go and create a bouquet for this woman. And she has triplets in their 20s. And I guess maybe it was the husband or significant other that set up the whole thing here. And the triplets lived someplace else besides Cape Cod. So I went to Stamacket, don't you know? And it was fun picking out the bouquet and the baby's breath and, what vase and everything else. And then the card the certain way. And it was the bouquet that I picked had a lot of purples and yellows. And I love that this time of year. It's like the hope of spring, And I picked that out. And the card, it ends up, had a bouquet that was very similar in the colors to what I picked. So it was fun. And I know you can sometimes have fun doing Instacart. It took an hour of my day, of course. And then, I was so excited. I couldn't wait. And the guy did so many explanations. He really could have gone to the store and done it himself in the time that he took to type everything out. But I did it. It was lovely. And I get to, she's the director of a daycare. And I get there and she's at the bank. So, I know the assistant probably put it on her desk and so that was great. But, I took pictures, I sent it to him, I sent it everywhere, here, there, everywhere. And it was just a nice way to get away from, the usual Instacart order just for a second. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. So things happen. And so then what else is new here? Well, as I record this, it is Saturday. It's almost time for Rabbit, March 1st. So it's the last Saturday of February. And I was following a Reddit blog, and they were talking about the demise of Instacart. And it's just kind of interesting because it's not the first time I've heard it, of course. But as I go into all of the bigger retail stores on the Cape, the Shaws, the Stop and Shop, things like that, they all say coming in, whatever month it is, and a whole new way of shopping. And it's kind of like to ease Instacart out. They're putting together their own platforms, it seems. So that will be interesting to see. And like a lot of people are surmising, they've taken on a lot of the people on the waiting list to kind of break them in and give them the choicer plumber batches. It appears, it feels that way. There's great lags in between anything. And so I like to stay busy. That's my MO. I'm suited up at 6:30. And depending on what happens, I'll gas up. I can't get the car washed, but I'll gas up and get ready. Sometimes I drive around because people say if you drive around, sometimes you get a batch. Sometimes I sit still in a parking lot close to the Stop and Shop and Shaw's, so an order could come in. I do all kinds of different things just to see what works, right? Because I like to be busy. And so sometimes it means that, I accept not garbage batches, but nothing to write home about, just for the sake of continuing in my day. I stop between noon and 1, which is great. So when I have oil changes and things like that, they can all happen early afternoon. I can still get home and have my, my non-Instacart shopping type of time. Are you having a hard time with the take photos? Oh, never stops. So it's like take photo and then you do it. And then it's like take. So I get out of the app and I go onto timestamp and I take a picture of the receipt and then I come back into the Instacart thing just to get it going again. But whoa, it just seems every single time now instead of the once in a while time. So there's always a little glitch, isn't there? So I was reading in the Reddit and they were saying everybody and their grandmother's now doing Instacart. And I wanted to leave a comment. Yeah, I'm 70 and I'm a grandmother and I'm doing Instacart. Probably done it longer than you, just for giggles. So yeah, no complaints. I'm just curious about what my tickets are doing. The cancellation rate hasn't changed. I get the usual script from out of the USA tier 1 and tier 2. Just 28 more batches and that cancellation rate will go down. I said it hasn't since I began Instacart. And the first 2 weren't me. They were customer cancels. And the third one hasn't, it was 2 months ago. So hundreds of batches have gone on, but they read the script and it's like, transfer me, please transfer me. And they won't transfer me. So I make sure that when I submit the rating for the chat support, that I let them know that they wouldn't transfer me. So hopefully a supervisor will read that and say, she asked 4 times to be transferred. Why didn't you transfer? The last one was kind of snarky. Why would I transfer you? Because they're just going to tell you the same thing. So yeah, that's when I found, I started all over again in the chat and got the ticket number. So that's the deal from here. I hope you have a great, as this comes to come to airtime. It's going to be March 2nd. I hope you enjoy your day. Nice and profitable. I always find the Tuesdays, sometimes I can go until 8 o'clock in the morning without even a batch to go on, whether it's great or not, local or not. It's just, wow, sometimes that happens. But spring is in the air, and I like that. So I'm really glad you're here. Tell me about your take photo glitch. How do you handle it and get out of it so you can move on with your day? I could be halfway to the destination of the delivery by the time the picture takes and it moves on to the next. So anyway, thank you for watching. This has been Sarah, Instacart Pearls of Wisdom. I'll see you here the next time. Bye-bye for now.